Hi, everyone, and welcome into Joshing Around Milwaukee. As always, my name is Josh Albrecht, and with me is...
Hey, it's Josh Albrecht.
That's right, Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht, and we are here to talk about the best of what our city, Milwaukee, has to offer, and just how much we love it and what you should know about. And we're very happy to welcome our guests today, Ian Abston and Drew Formentini from the Hoan Group. And there's just a whole bunch to talk about with you guys today, but thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Great to see the radio voice activated.
Yes.
Well, we are radiofied
Yes.
on season 3 of Joshing Around.
Yes.
We've been radiofied. We're on WTMJ, and so we have to bring it.
Yeah. If there's a switch, and you flip it, and it's on.
Energy is up.
That's right. So let's just start, because there might be a few people out there that are going, I don't know who Ian and Drew are. So let's start there. Ian, why don't you tell us a little bit about everything that you do and how, give us your elevator pitch of
like this elevator pitch.
Yeah. Take that. So Ian Abston, I live in Wauwatosa, and I've been in Milwaukee for about 17 years, and in short, I love it here. And I think we've got the work we do, the history we've done, it's helping other people find what they love about here as well. So long ago, Milwaukee, the night market, that started with us. And now we run Light the Hoan, and we run a leadership group called the Hoan Group, which is about connecting leaders in Milwaukee, Madison, and soon Green Bay. And also a group called Forward 48, which is a next generation leadership group statewide. So we love it here, and think Milwaukee is special when we moved here, and we're not from here, so we look at it through maybe a different lens. So in short, Milwaukee fans.
Yeah. Ding.
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 Ding. Yep, and here's your floor.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Drew, good luck. Follow that.
Absolutely. Drew Formentini. I've been in Milwaukee for about 5 years now. My wife is from here, and we met in New York City. I had been here a couple of times, grew up outside Chicago, and after meeting her and moving, we can appreciate even more, right? So coming from the East Coast, know what it's like to be around bodies of water and a lot of energy and fun things to do. Milwaukee provides all of that, but it's so much more accessible and able to do things like this, and been able to activate even more having met Ian. So my background is in operations and working in strategy, supporting Ian on all of the things that he mentioned, more on an operational, some strategy work, and how do we take what we're doing and make it more powerful in the city, both from the leadership development stuff, but also civic engagement, because also big fans of Milwaukee. We're going to be here for a very long time. We want to make it as good of a place as possible for our kids and for everyone here in the city. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, another ding. Yeah, love it. I'll jump right into that. It says one of the things I really appreciate about the work that both of you do is it is about building for the next generation, right? It's, as much as it is for now, you mentioned Forward 48. It's about building the next group of leaders for the community. Doing things like Light the Hoan, setting the stage for things like the night market. That's not stuff always for today. I mean, it's happening right now, but it's really building and making a better community for the future. I'm a big believer in generational thinking, cathedral thinking, you name it. How is Milwaukee going to be in 100 years, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the projects that is really lights up the night sky in this way so perfectly is Light the Hoan and lighting up the bridge. Some fun news this year. Getting the second side of the bridge illuminated.
The dark side of the Hoan.
That's right.
Yeah. No more.
Yeah. So coming to light this June. So yeah, take that. It's a lot of times we have had people ask us why light the other side. Who can see that? Well, our Bayview residents, of course, but we always said the first side we lit was for Milwaukee. The city-facing side is for the rest of the world. So Bucks games, all the great work you guys do at Visit, all the eyes, we get to fundamentally change the city's skyline for the rest of our lives. That's a pretty cool thing. It also opens up other revenue-generating opportunities with cruise ships, tourism, airplanes, and the entire bridge lights are connected to the Internet of Things, I suppose you're supposed to say these days. So it can be tech-enabled, coded by local kids, and different colors on both sides for a variety of things to celebrate the city.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. I mean, right there over the Summer Festival grounds. It's right there, and you can see when you're at all the amazing festivals throughout the year as well. So it's a great way to add light to those wonderful events and showcase the city.
Also, for drones. Like, can I just say, it's for drones.
Yeah.
The shots of our beautiful city that these, helicopter cameras are taking, double it up. You know,
Yep.
give it all. Let's just be honest. It's going to make everything way better for that drone footage. Okay,
It's going to look great.
Yeah.
Think 10 years ago, you had to be in a helicopter.
Yeah, right.
Out there to
Right.
get the shots that now a 24-year-old fresh student grad can have.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Also, have you ever flown a drone? Have any of you guys? It is
Like
terrifying.
in one?
No, like being responsible for this. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It is absolutely. I can't see it. I can't see it anymore. It's
Yeah.
beeping. I don't know. It's gone.
I would have liked to think all my hours of Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was gonna
back
say,
in the
it
day,
seems like a video game
college,
thing.
and we had a pretty
Does-
good run
yeah.
pandemic as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be transferable skills with the thumbs.
So with the lights on both sides now, obviously, and you guys do some fun programming with boat parades, and you mentioned the students programming it. You do a whole intern contest the last few years where interns from companies throughout the city can light the Hoan. Just a lot of fun ways to use it. A lot of ways. It's about placemaking, right? Like here it is. This is who we are. Let's express ourselves, and there's a bit of artistry to it.
How do you get the next people excited about our city? And I'm not a tech guy. I don't fully understand it. But when we were looking for other people to help us code, the amount of people in this city that do that work, that raised their hand, that answered the RFP to come to us and say, hey, I could do that, knocks your socks off on the talent that is actually here. So a couple of the big programs just announced today, 2 weeks ago, by the time this airs, but Shine a Light is brought by Miller Lite, and we're partnering with 5 different sponsors this year. And each of those or 5 different nonprofits, each are giving a $10,000 check as well as a night in lights and, bringing a lot of people and awareness to them. So it's fun things that is, now that we've done it, how can the community play with it? And I use the word play like, really play with it. Can we get creative here? What other fun stuff can we do? So we also do the intern challenge, which a whole bunch of companies bring in young interns every year, try and sell them on Milwaukee, and they program a show on behalf of their company, and we throw them a big celebration, and they get to see their program in lights. And hopefully we're convincing people that this is a community they want to invest in and stay in, and just showing off the companies that call Milwaukee home.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And I feel like we've just scraped the surface of everything that you guys are doing to, as you said, build Milwaukee and make that for the future, make Milwaukee as great as it can be. There's even more to talk about, more events coming up when we come back on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Joshing Around Milwaukee. We are having a lot of fun on today's episode with Ian and Drew. You can have a lot of fun at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee with thousands of the hottest slots, nearly 100 high-energy table games, and a sleek new poker room. The thrills are endless. Take your love of sports to the next level at the region's best sports book, featuring an over 2,000-square-foot video wall, nonstop betting, and all the live sports you can handle. All of this inside of a newly remodeled multi-level casino that's built for the ultimate gaming experience. Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, your win is waiting. Guys, I'm really excited for this. Pre-show notes, I have circled frames, ? That's my question. Frames?
Frames, enough said.
That's
All right.
it.
You ever go to another city and they have an incredible photo opportunity, something that says like San Antonio, something like that? We noticed Milwaukee was lacking one of those. And last year, it was an idea someone gave us, and we were dumb enough to run with it. And we put 2 sample frames in, one in Bayview, one in Milwaukee. It had a swing. On the top, it said Milwaukee, but the frame is all about framing a place in the city that is beautiful behind it. And when you think about Milwaukee, a lot of outsiders don't think we have this beautiful Lake Michigan behind us. And when you see those frames, it's like a locals and a tourist spot that welcomes you in to take a picture. And this year, thanks to a partnership with Visit and a couple of others, Drew's really taken the lead on expanding that and including the community a bit more.
Yeah, so the idea behind Frames is threefold. It's community, it's culture, and it's collaboration. So like Ian said, we want to take these different parts of the city. We want to physically frame them so that others, whether they be visiting the city, they're from here, they're in just for a quick time, they can appreciate the neighborhood, they can get a good view, and they can get to potentially different parts of the city they wouldn't have otherwise. So the whole idea here is that we're taking this placemaking, this physical piece, powering it with different partnerships, with Visit, with different partners in the city that are helping us with legal services or working directly with the city and on parks and making them accessible, so that we can be kind of the center of that hub, and then spoke out all these different partners to be able to support us with this. With the idea of being that, we're going to be at Kilbourne Reservoir Park this summer, and I've been here 5 years. I'd never been there. That view is phenomenal. Not only do you see Lake Michigan, you're seeing the skyline, you're seeing the river run through, you're seeing all of our different neighborhoods, and it's just a spectacular place to be able to showcase our city. So the idea here is that the Hoan Group and our partners with Visit, of course, are putting our city in a different light. And then over time, we're looking to expand to different places in different parts of the city. So this is not just in a couple different places. I'll also say that the one in Kilbourne will be a permanent structure. So it's not going anywhere.
Awesome.
We're going to work to keep it to be there permanently. The other part about it that's really fun is we're going to activate community. So we have a partnership with IdeaWake, which is a local tech company, to be able to accept RFQs from local artists that can tell us what their background is, why this kind of project would be good for them. We will work to select the top 2 artists, and then the community will say, between those 2, via upvoting, which artist they want to be the one to outfit the frame with art that is symbolic of the neighborhood, with their feel, with what their with their talents, and that will then be something that we work with them to keep on in perpetuity. So we're thrilled on how that can bring everyone together, can be able to showcase the fantastic art we have here. And we're really, really excited for how this year will go and how we'll kind of springboard us to future years.
We apologize in advance for anybody who's got teenagers and they're going to be begging you to go to Kilbourne for a selfie sometime this summer.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I love that though, because it obviously helps get people through the city, helps people explore neighborhoods they might typically drive past, right? But I talk about it a lot. People, you have your path to and from work, or your path to and from the grocery store, and you don't always veer from that. So as a resident, great way for you to see new things of the city. And as a visitor, great way for you to get beyond the downtown core. Or maybe you're just coming to a Brewers game. Now there's a reason for you to go into the neighborhoods and take these moments, take these selfies, take these photos, use it for graduation photos or wedding photos, whatever it might be. Have these moments of your life captured throughout the city with the frame and the city in the background. And then, of course, just like with those drone shots we talked about before, share it on social. Share your love for the city on social media. Let it go around the world and let people be inspired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can share so much of your life, now online, and you're so right. When we go and you're on vacation, you go and you might not even know what it is, but you see some type of monument, and it just calls to you like, oh, let's go take a photo by that. It's so easy to just do it now, to go and take that photo. To have those landmarks in the city is huge for just more than just tourism, but just staples, as you said, Josh, of those communities. Brilliant idea.
And we're really excited to activate our partners in what they're good at and put them in a position to succeed, to allow the city to flourish even more. This is not a Hoan frame, right? We're helping get it going, but through partnership, we're putting artists out there to be able to express themselves. We're showing off parks. We're showing off kind of the nature and the skyline of the city. So this is very much ideally taking all the pieces that are already here and just putting them out there in a slightly different light.
Yeah, nice long-term vision too, right? Like this isn't just about these few parks this summer. I know you've got plans. You've talked about expansion of it, maybe even expansion beyond the borders of Milwaukee County, right? Like taking it out into all of Wisconsin. What's your vision for maybe 5 years from now with the frames?
We've had, so Hoan Group, we work a lot regionally. So if we look at Madison, Milwaukee, Green Bay, future of what are we doing to keep our kids here? Can we build a city today that are going to keep our kids here? So that might not be from Milwaukee for everybody. It might be Green Bay, it might be Madison, it might be elsewhere in the state. So can we scale things that work well here? And here's the frames aren't very expensive. You guys as partners saw the budget. What's hard is the administrative collaborations, working with city, state, county, insurance, all these things. And once you do it once, guess what? We've now taken on the administrative kidney stone that just got passed. Now we're ready. Now we're good. So I think we can do these in other communities, because we always hear this. People always say this, well, give me an example of who else has done this. So this is maybe one of those things, right? We're doing it our way, the Milwaukee way. We're not just taking an artist and putting it here. We're working with a local artist to create what they love in their frames.
Man, my brain this whole time was going, man, if you put one there, That'd be cool. And like just thinking about.
All right, where what are you thinking? Yeah.
Let's go.
So my first thought was like Veterans Park, and just going towards, just that whole bend of Discovery World, and just like that outway with Lake Michigan. I was like, okay, that'd be good. And then I'm thinking in the Deer District, and you could put one like right there with the Bucks. Big Bucks sign could be on your left, and then you'd get a little bit of Pfizer. My brain's just going through all of these. I'm like, you could put 15 of these things. I could keep going. You could put one here, you could put one there, and it could be a whole thing. You could literally do like a frame crawl where you are just checking them off, going frame to frame.
Yeah, sounds like you guys got to volunteer.
We do.
I love this idea. I think this is great.
When we talk about sustainability in the city of projects like Light the Hoan, this is the same kind of thing. We want to create frames in a box so that you can do it in San Antonio, Des Moines, et cetera. But the idea of coming out of this one is we're going to do Kilbourne Park really, really well. We're going to learn, right? You never do anything perfect the first time, although I know it was slightly launched last year. But the team that we have with Hoan and the partners that we have will allow this to say over time, great, you want one in that park? Great, here's exactly what we need to do. And we can have one up in this amount of time. So the idea is that this is a initial piece that allows these to be activated across the city easily with the right funding, intentionally, authentically, to do exactly what we want to do wherever they go.
Boom. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be great. The question of frames.
Question mark? That was
Answered.
good answer.
Answered. Consider that answered. Well, that's awesome. Very excited for that. I know that you guys also have some more projects, especially, as Josh mentioned, there's so many different things that you guys do with the Hoan Group, and we want to highlight some of those too. So we're going to do that when we come back on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Joshing Around Milwaukee. I'm obviously excited. If you couldn't tell, we're talking with Ian and Drew from the Hoan Group about frames and the framing idea that they had, putting frames all over Milwaukee, and guys, we didn't talk about how people can be a part of this and how they can help build this idea and make this thing really blow up. So how can people join in the effort?
Sure. So we invite you to follow us on Instagram. Framing Wisco is our handle. That is going to be a great visual representation of what we've done before, what we're going to be doing going forward. So we encourage everyone to follow there. Contact at hoangroup.com if you're interested in supporting future frames. So we're accepting sponsorship and inquiries, anything on how you want to support the program going forward. And then also we'll also be launching the request for qualification, the RFQ, for artists to come forward and propose what their artistic vision could be for that Kilbourne Reservoir frame. And then we, later this summer, will be announcing who the two finalists are. We then obviously invite the community to vote on who that winner is. So there's 3 different ways to get involved right now. I'd also say it's called Framing Wisco for a reason. This is not just a Milwaukee-centric idea over time. So we're excited for those that are interested both here in Milwaukee or across the state. This is something that we're excited to launch. So
yeah. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna completely take over your idea.
Thank you.
I think this would also be a great thing if you are as excited for this idea as I am. If you're out and about and you see like what you think would be a great spot for a frame to be, take a photo of that and tag
Framing
Wisco and be like, right here should be one. Look at how good this would be.
Right. I'm just going to go to every single custard stand and be like, this one.
At every custard stand. It's the best idea
custard
you've ever
so
had.
I can sit on the swing of the frame, eat some custard.
Yep.
What's more Milwaukee than that? Come
Nothing.
on.
Nothing. It's
Custard
perfect.
stand and beer garden, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here we are.
You got 2 hands, right? Use them. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and talking to us about framing and more. And we're really excited to see what you guys can continue to do in the future.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you as well for everyone who could tune in this week. We appreciate you doing so. We have done this for a couple of seasons, so if you're going, I wonder how many of those episodes they've done, please go to visitmilwaukee.org. You can search for Joshing Around and listen and watch past episodes as well. We really appreciate that very much. Make sure to tune in next week for the next Joshing Around Milwaukee. Take care. All right, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us on this episode of Joshing Around Milwaukee. If you're seeing this segment, it means that you're watching on one of Visit Milwaukee's social media channels, or you're following on the podcast, which we do appreciate. Before we get into Josh's traditional every episode question, Josh, I wanted to ask you, did you know that you're in a room with multiple Eagle Scouts?
I do now. I knew Ian was.
Yes.
Are you an Eagle Scout?
I'm an Eagle Scout as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What was your project?
So I built some benches for the assisted living home behind the West Dallas Public Library.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Are they still there?
they a few of them are.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean this was a little while ago, but it was so cute. Like they had this old couple, like they forced this couple. They were probably in the middle of dinner, and they were like, they just put the benches on. Get Doris and and they're like, and they like bring him out and they sit there and he puts his hand on her leg and I'm like, this is amazing.
You're like, this is why I did all those years as a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
That's great. Doris
This
is my
moment.
grandma, actually. So
Is it really?
That might have been her.
Oh, that
she might have been there. Yeah, it's perfect.
Well, if we're talking the projects, Ian, what was your project?
Yeah.
We laid down a trail behind the newly renovated baseball fields in Elkhart Lake. They're still there. A lot of weeds have grown up through those the rocks on them, but they're there, still there.
Yeah.
I think both locations are prime for a
For a
frame.
frame. Full circle.
Wow, the
Look at that.
Let's go get
That's
a beer.
what we do.
Man, and
That's what we do.
the pause, the dramatic pause, too. You still got to ask your question.
I
but that
know,
was
right?
the end. If I would have known you were going to drop the mic. Oh, all right.
All right.
That's
So,
how we should
first,
end it. But
First,
here's
I have to
Josh's
ask,
question. Yeah.
Drew, not a secret Eagle Scout, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. Probably not even that good at tying knots yet. I'm the opposite of it.
He wears Velcro shoes.
For sure.
That's right.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
That's right.
The closest I came to being an Eagle Scout was buying Girl Scout cookies. That's as close
That
as
is
I've
very
gotten.
far away.
Yeah.
It's great.
Not even Boy Scout popcorn.
well,
Yeah, right.
You could have gone
Or a wreath. A wreath.
Yeah, something. You could have done. Yeah, the Boy Scouts said
I think
something.
I got a tree once from the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
but-
mean, that puts you closer than the Girl Scout cookies.
all right, so we're here for a reason, though, and that's to talk about Visit Milwaukee and Milwaukee. And, of course, always in this segment, we love to talk about what is giving you fresh city vibes. And what we mean by that is Milwaukee is a fresh city. So many cool things happening, so many new things happening. What right now is giving you the vibes and making things happy in Milwaukee?
All right, I got two answers. One, because I'm a dad. My 4-year-old Bo is running around all the time, so we're always looking for great things, and we live in Wauwatosa. So a new playground just opened on 50th and Vliet. It's an MKE rec spot, and this place is beautiful. And if you've got a kid in Wisconsin, you're coming off this winter, and you're just looking for a place you can kind of let the kid hang out. And as a parent, I am so impressed with that place. I think they're having their grand opening next week. So that's a spot for the family. A spot for me. This is not new, but I was just up there last week and pufferfish.
Yes,
Yeah.
good choice. Yeah.
Pufferfish above Hotel Metro. It is. They just did an expansion, and it is a vibe up there. And
Yeah,
it's my new hey, I'm going to bring you to come check this out.
Tiki
spot.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new tiki bar.
It's great. It's great. Love it.
Awesome. My wife and I have a 3 and a 1-year-old, so we're very similar. Our fresh vibe is get outside and be where the 1-year-old doesn't get hurt on playgrounds, which is
Super
South
fair,
Shore, which is that really cool park down there on Erie. We love Zillman Park. And then the one for us was the park that they built right outside the Harley Museum, or the Harley headquarters in Wauwatosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new one as well. Yeah.
The 3-year-old was going everywhere. Really nice to get outside. They enjoyed it. We had fun. No one got hurt. And we had a great time.
Mission accomplished.
That's it. It was a blast.
We just recently talked kites. So
Yes.
for family fun, get to the lakefront
Yeah.
and go fly a
Go
kite.
fly a kite.
Was Kite Fest last weekend?
No, it's coming up Memorial Day
Yeah.
weekend.
Memorial
Yeah.
Day weekend. There it is.
Yeah, so it's a Memorial, and there's several throughout the year, so you can enjoy kites all year long
Yeah.
on the lakefront.
Those
All you
things
need
are
is a breeze and a kite to enjoy
All you
a
need
kite.
is a breeze.
They said there were professional kite artists there.
Oh yeah, at the
does that
festivals there
entail?
are. They,
Listen.
no, it's a
I
whole
ta-
thing.
I
Listen to the
talked-
podcast.
Yeah. Go watch the last one. Get aggressive with our
You have the
listeners.
cameras?
Yeah.
My bad.
When we talked to about kites, I told the story of how literally from Gifted Wings, I thought, it was called like the Destroyer or something cool. I was like, buy this. It's like a $30-$40 kite. Two-hand. I mean, I couldn't get the thing. I was like, how can anyone make this way, way above my skill grade? And then there are like where you have four
or 5 people who
two
like
hands. I don't even.
things. Like it gets intense.
It's crazy.
We all have our expertises. You're a bowler.
Yes.
We build benches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Josh is also here.
I do stuff.
Yeah.
There's things that I do.
You were trying to think of something Josh did well
Appreciate it.
and came up with nothing.
Wonderful.
Suit on?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I owed him that. From when he put me on the spot. No, it's fun. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. This has been a blast. We hope you had fun. We certainly did.
That was a blast. Thanks you guys so
guys.
much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Joshing Around Milwaukee. If you missed previous episodes, like I always say, you can usually just don't touch your phone or your computer and it'll autoplay the next one. If not, make sure to go to visitmilwaukee.org for more information on Joshing Around. We'll see you next time.
Caw-caw.